While the cost of war has risen, the Ukrainian people are much better prepared. Some of that is thanks to a Chattanoogan who dropped everything to help those in the most need. That's tonight's top local story. We've all seen the horrifying images of the war in Ukraine, but how many of us were spurred to action? Kraig French, a Boston transplant to Chattanooga, literally dropped everything to go with a group of his friends to Kyiv and teach regular citizens there military combat training. He says the urgency of the atrocities made him say he had to help and do it now.
When I heard what was going on, there was already people dying. There was already people being thrown to the front line with zero experience, coming back without limbs to their families. They didn't really have a choice to whether they wanted to defend their land or not. Like, it's here, it's happening, and it's now.
The group French is in is called TAG, or the Tactical Aid Group. It's 3 people: himself, fellow Tennessean Lucas Cox-Borba, and Callum Ross. He says that while Ukrainians want to still resort to some sense of normalcy, they know danger is somewhere lurking, and they don't know when it's coming.
If people were told to leave their house, where would you go? Where do you have? Like, oh, you would go to your grandparents' house, or your mom's house, or your dad's house. Well, what if they needed to leave too, and you're left with nothing? It's a lot of chaos. It's sad. It's really sad.
The Tactical Aid Group is in touch with several organizations in Kyiv. French says food and munitions are there for the people to use. One of the biggest needs of the people is to know how to use their weapons to defend their home and homeland.
I can't train 1,000 people in 5 days. I can train 10 solid, competent people in a 5 to 10 to 15 day time frame, the basics. And what they can do is they can go and teach 10 more people, 15 more people, 20 more people, and it spreads.